What's up? I'm Shadynasty, spelled SH, comma to the top Dynasty, presenting the shit for this week of March 15th to the 22nd, and this is a weekly recap. So, first and foremost, in terms of releases, we're going to start with the games, which we have a Starship Troopers Ultimate Bug War coming out on the 16th for the PS5, Xbox Series X, Switch 2, and PC. I haven't seen any gameplay, but Fire seemed impressed when he looked at it. I don't know how impressive it is, but he seemed impressed.
He's easily impressed.
Fire is not easily impressed. Fire hates everything. Next up, we have MLB The Show 26 coming on the 17th for the Xbox Series X, PS5, and the Switch. It's baseball. What more do you need? It's a baseball game. That's the one sport I care about, all right? Then also on the 17th, we have Thomas & Friends, Wonders of Sodor.
Fucking what?
Yeah, Thomas & Friends, Wonders of Sodor, the open world Thomas game, the Thomas the Tank Engine. I hear all my autist friends are excited about that.
I didn't fucking hear about that.
How did you not hear about it?
Because I'm not 7 anymore. Shouts to my go from my childhood, though.
I was a JJ the Jet Plane kid, so.
Fair enough.
So that's coming out on the Xbox Series X, PS5, and the PC. Basically everything but the Switch and Switch 2. Because,
I think that would be the console they put
you'd think.
the Thomas the Tank, the children's game on.
Yeah, that's the children's console. You think they would put Thomas the Tank Engine on it? Well, how does the theme go? Dun, dun, dun. No, I was going to do the wrong one. I almost did the Ghostbusters theme. Dun, 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 dun. That's what I almost sang. That's the Ghostbusters theme. Next up on the 19th, we have Crimson Desert, which come out for the PS5, Xbox Series X, PC, and Mac. I think this is the first time that I've seen a Mac game come up. But Crimson Desert is playable on the Mac. And there's already a bunch of contention swirling around that game because apparently it's an always online game despite being a single player game. So you have to have an internet connection to play it anywhere, which is always fun. They just want to steal your data. Like I said, that's coming on the 19th. And then on PC, also on the 19th, is Death Stranding 2 on the Beach. That's just coming out for PC. Whether or not it's a port of Death Stranding 2, I'm not really clear on. Whether it's a port or it's like a DLC or what it is. I think it's a DLC that's coming out for the PC, but I'm not quite sure. And then moving right along to movies, there's Ready or Not 2, Here I Come, and the only reason I included 4 names for this is because I didn't watch Ready or Not 1, and I cannot fucking believe that all these motherfuckers are in this movie. Samara Weaving, Catherine Newton from Supernatural, Elijah Wood, and Sarah Michelle Gellar from Scooby-Doo are all in it. Yes, she played Daphne.
Oh, shit.
And she married Fred, whose name escapes me. Also, Sean Hannity is in that.
Zac Efron.
Zac Efron? No.
Freddie Prinze Jr.
Freddie Prinze Jr.
Sorry, I'm a little stupid.
I'm a little stupid. I'll be honest. I'm a little stupid. So, also Sean Hannity is in that movie. He's in The Pit as well. He plays Dr. Abbott. I just got a full advertisement where it was him in a scene. And I was like, oh shit, that's Sean Hannity from The Pit. And I sat there and watched it. Don't look at his Twitter account, though. Not because there's anything negative going on. He's just a weird guy. And when I say weird, I don't mean weird. I mean what the fuck, man? Because he made his appearance on The Pit not too long ago for this season, and I forget what he posted. He said something like, "OMG, it's oomph, baby girl, unk, peepaw." He used all the fucking terms, Shayla,
They throwing a fucking baby grok in there? What the fuck?
No, it's Baby Jane Dow. Also, a smaller like indie movie that nobody's ever heard of is also coming out next week, or this week I should say. That movie, I doubt you even heard of it. It's a Project Hail Mary with somebody you've never heard of named Ryan Gosling. Small actor. He's up and coming. You probably never even heard of him, like I said.
Me when I drive.
And then Milana Vaintrub. Me when I drive. I get the reference. I've never seen that movie. I've never seen Driver.
I need to watch it.
I watched part of the one with Richard Speight Jr., which is pretty similar. And I thought when people were talking about Driver, they were talking about that movie.
Nope.
And I was like, that movie fucking sucks. Because it does. I'm sorry, Richard Speight Jr. I loved you in Supernatural, but Jesus Christ, pick your movies better, man. I also loved you in Band of Brothers. Because he was in that too. And he gets blown the fuck up. Spoilers. So, in terms of news, some interesting things. Arc Raiders ditching the AI, using humans now. People are happy about that. I personally don't care, not because I have a stake in like the AI stuff, but because I just don't care about Arc Raiders. Like the PvP extraction shooter, I just don't care. I played a little bit of Marathon, like, you know, when it was free, and I just didn't care.
Oh, they're making it more PvE oriented now for Arc Raiders.
It's still an extraction shooter.
It's still an extraction shooter.
Yeah. I don't fucking care about extraction shooters. Get them out my fucking face. Also, there's been a rumor going around. I almost wanted to sing the country song called Rumor by Lee Brice, but I forgot the words. So, you know. So rumor is that the original Xbox, so the original Xbox and 360 games that you already own, you know that cool little feature Xbox has, like with your PC games, Play Anywhere, which is fucking awesome. Apparently they're going to be implementing 360 titles and OG Xbox titles as well. Whether or not they'll be like emulated, or if it's going to like launch them and then like if you own them already, it's just going to update it, or if it's going to be like kind of like the Game Pass games, where right now like the Dead Space games are on there, but they're not like the 360 titles or the PC titles. So if you want the 360 like achievements, you can't get them through the PC version. And I think they're going to update that, or at least have it play locally. I don't know if it's going to be like locally or like emulation or what it is, but apparently that's their effort. They certainly are talking about reviving the backwards compatibility efforts with their 25th anniversary and bring more games to it. So there's a lot of speculation going on what kind of games that they will bring to it and what expectations we might have for those games going forward. I'm not really expecting much. I mean, I think unless it's Microsoft owned and doesn't require the licensing of an IP, I think that's the most we're going to see. Would it be cool if they just like somehow figured out a way to make every single 360 title backwards compatible? Absolutely. I don't think that's realistic though. I don't know what goes into it. I'm not a game developer. I don't work for Microsoft. But I don't think that's realistic just because of how painstaking they've been in adding every other game so far and choosing their games carefully. Otherwise, I don't know why they wouldn't have just like made that immediately available. I'm old enough to remember when the backwards compatibility stuff started. I remember being at school in the tutoring office because I was a stupid kid. And I was looking at my phone because I was a stupid kid who didn't use the tutoring period like I should, and used it to browse on my phone all the time. And I saw a thing that was like, hey, backwards compatible, like select 360 games are now backwards compatible. And I went home to see what I had that was backwards compatible, which I think at the time was like Mass Effect. And I booted that up and I made a fucking video on it. That is still, I think, still up on my other channel, Exact Chase. You can watch it, and I'm a fucking fetus in that video. So don't watch it, actually. Also, speaking of Xbox, we've got a few things of rumors here. So Xbox has said that there's something called the Xbox mode on your PC. So from my understanding is it should make your PC a little bit more gaming oriented. kind of show like the console and things like that a little bit better than just playing it on Windows. So it'd be a little bit more streamlined. How that's gonna affect, I don't know. Apparently, the ROG Ally already has that, but I genuinely don't know what it looks like. I can't afford that. I'm not Mr. Moneybags over here. Speaking of Microsoft, what they also did was they completely scrubbed their "This is an Xbox" campaign from the internet. So there's no record of it at all, outside of like obviously me talking about it now. There's just no record that it ever happened, and with good reason, because that was an awful ad campaign that furthered the idea that you did not need to buy an Xbox, which I'm an Xbox guy. Everybody knows that. I'll put that right out there. I fucking woo, you know. I will say though, I did get a PC recently. I'm splitting my time. What also came out this week is the Daredevil skin. The Born Again Season 2 Daredevil skin for Marvel Rivals dropped, and I fucking bought that shit immediately. I turned around and bought that skin so quick, and I played the game for like 2 hours last night just to play with that skin. I got good at insta-locking Daredevil, and whether or not I'm any good with him is irrelevant. I'm great at insta-locking him, and that's all that matters. The official Middle Earth account on Twitter actually tweeted a reference to the Middle Earth games. So it's like an image of like Talion walking away from his sword. I assume it's Talion, but it's left a lot of people wondering if they're kind of gauging interest on a new Middle Earth game, or if they're teasing something and, you know, maybe soon we'll get a new Middle Earth game. I know the last game, Shadow of War, which I'm still playing through. I haven't finished it, but I know that the ending of the last game kind of shuts the door on Talion. So my personal opinion is that it does not matter if it is Talion or not. I would play, if the gameplay is the same, I would play several hours of that game. I think most of the people I know would too. Also, Capcom went ahead and announced an RE9 story DLC. So there's going to be a story DLC to RE9. What that's going to look like or when that's coming out, they haven't said, but they said they're working on it, and it'll be a thing that happens. So I mean, that's not really a surprise to anybody. I think we all just assumed they were going to do a story DLC, but now they've officially said, "Hey, we're going to do a story DLC." And then the other thing is Lego Batman has finally kicked off its whole advertising campaign. The game releases in a couple months. That really doesn't surprise me at all. But, you know, you love to see it. It looks like a pretty solid game. I can't wait to play it. But that fucking month, my birthday month even, is so packed. So we have 007, First Light. We have Forza Horizon 6. And we have Lego Batman. There's a ton of fucking games coming out. And it's going to be a busy week. It's like a busy 2 weeks, I think. So the achievement of the week this week, if you want to try to get it, is in MLB The Show 26, because quite honestly, they're the only one that put out their list already. That's the biggest problem that I'm running into with the achievement of the week, is that a lot of the achievement lists don't put themselves out until like the day of, sometimes even like the day after the game comes out is then when it gets updated. So a lot of times there is no achievement of the week. At least I take what I can get. And in this one, it's a robbery. It's for 70 gamer score. It's to rob a home run. So you have to harness your inner Jose Ramirez. And I'm assuming either you rob somebody of a home run or you steal a home run or you steal home, like Jose Ramirez in that one game like 2 years ago when he stole home. Like, still one of the highlights of my life is when he stole home. I'm a Guardians fan, sue me. In terms of videos that have come out this week from Mythic difficulty, we had a few. So on Monday, we had Lego Batman 2 for the Xbox 360 come out. TT's what was the word again? TT's magnum opus is the video that we released on Monday. It's in Lego Batman 2. Oh my God, this hair! It's in Lego Batman 2 for the 360. I played Lego Batman 2. That's all you need to know. I also forgot to post the poll this week. So, fuck me, am I right? The second video we released on Wednesday is in High Guard. The High Guard shutdown makes sense now. So, we played that game. You can't play that anymore. That game's gone. It's fucking gone. It's the history. But we played it. We played it a few days before it shut down. And let me tell you, that game fucking sucks. Nobody's happy that it shut down, but like, or all those people lost their jobs. But like, ooh, that game's not great, It clearly is like higher up, like executive meddling, and that it wants to be so many different games, but it's just nothing. But the third video we released this week was in Resident Evil 9. Not gonna do it. Okay.
Not this week.
Not this week. Okay. Resident Evil 9, where we Dr. Kill-Em-A-Lots is me and Isla playing Resident Evil 9 Requiem for the third part. So you can watch that. Let me know how I did. Anyway, that'll be it for the weekly recap. You can watch again next week on Sunday.
Same bat time, same bat channel.
That's my 14th reason why.